Hello Virgos, welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you feel that this reading resonates with you, please be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Alright, so today we're going to go ahead and see what's going on under what's crossing you. So this is the Wheel of Fortune card, and the Wheel of Fortune card is kind of a karmic card, karmic debt somewhat. So, of course, it's good luck, life cycles, destiny, and a turning point. But also, it can have to do with closure, new beginnings, completion, and alright, so the Wheel of Fortune, you know, if you find yourself on the outside of the wheel, then you might end up getting spun off the wheel. And if you find yourself on the center of the wheel, it's similar to being at the center of the hurricane. So you may feel like you're safe because nothing around you is being destroyed at the very moment, but although you're safe, you might be in the center of a major disaster. Okay, so just be careful. This is for fire signs. It's about the planet Jupiter, and it's associated with the Magician's card, which we do not have that one here today. But also, you know, this definitely has to do with karma. So if you feel like, you know, doing something a little crazy, just remember that there's always that karmic debt if you do. Alright, so we also have the Narcissist card here under what's crossing you, and it says react to the criticism by reflecting. Alright, and this is all about blame shifting. So if you're in a situation where someone is trying to take the eye off of themselves to make you look bad, then instead of doing the first thing that comes to mind, which is probably lashing out at them or saying what you're truly feeling, which will most likely piss them off very good, try to instead think about what you're going to say and first reflect before you say anything back, because you definitely don't want to find yourself in a situation where you are acting like the narcissist yourself. Okay, so what about your recent past? We've got the Queen of Wands reversed. Alright, so this is like the mothering, smothering type of card. It definitely has to do with an exuberant woman, but in the reversed sense, they may become demanding as well as aggressive. Alright, so Queen of Wands, fire signs, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then right underneath that for our Narcissist card, we've got toxic personality disorders. Okay, so this one has to do, so we're not going to go through every single one of these, but there are 10 different signs here for toxic personality traits. Alright, we're going to go with 10, which is holding a grudge, and then we're going to skip on over here to 1, which is aggressive and angry. So that's the worst, from the least to the worst. Alright, but definitely people will try to justify whatever it is that they're doing to you, and what you just have to do is you know, learn how to roll with the punches, right? Immediate future, we've got the Four of Wands, and this one is also reversed. So it says a lack of harmony, or even a breakdown. You might even feel like moving home or to a more stable environment, or you might just be going through a really bad transition. Alright, and Narcissist card that has to do with your immediate future. It shows that you may be dealing with someone who is entitled, who is the expectation that one is entitled to some sort of special treatment, special benefits, or they believe that the rules are for others but not for them. So this is usually like someone who's bullying you or just feel like they can get away with whatever. So what do you do about it? Okay. It says you cannot define who you are by the clothes that you wear. You can't build value around vanity. What is intrinsic value? That's who we truly are at your core being, okay? And so that is what's truly important, and people who are narcissistic tend to forget this. And also, you cannot beat yourself up for not having what you feel like should be your self-worth, okay? All right, so in other words, if there is an entitled person, possibly a motherly figure or someone who's like a mother to you, who is, you know, just being very entitled and just treating you really bad, then just watch your step and be careful what you say, okay? Especially because Mercury retrograde is 15 days away. And so we should go ahead and start feeling the unease of that right away. Something kind of like just communication problems, things of that nature. All right, and for your final outcome, we've got the King of Cups, and this is all about Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this person is very emotionally balanced and very in control, and they have high respect, and they're a resolver of problems. Very nurturing father figure, or possibly your father, a very supportive person who has your back. All right, so the final outcome for your narcissist card is the critical narcissist, or the critic narcissist, which this was also something that blame shifting said on the back was react to the criticism by reflecting. All right, so it says here that most narcissists are able to they're able, more than able, to criticize you, but they are not so easy to take it whenever you dish it out at them. So basically, long story short, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. All right, so you know, this does kind of leave you in a real bind if it's somebody that you truly love. As a matter of fact, I have a very close person in my life who I do know that cannot take it, but definitely dishes it out every time I see her. And at some point, when she was going through a particularly difficult time in her life, I would actually sing that song in my head. You Gotta Know When to Hold 'Em, The Gambler, because, you know, I love her and I don't want to destroy our relationship over petty things. So, you know, if it is something where, especially someone who is not in their normal mind, like maybe they're on drugs or something of that nature, definitely don't burn a bridge down if you don't have to, especially if it's someone that you love. It's easier just to know when to hold them and know when to walk away, know when to run. Okay, so there you go. But with that being said, let's take a second and pull some. Let's do something a little different this week. All right, we're gonna do some witch cards. Okay, we're gonna pull out the old witch deck and see what we can brew up for you. All right, so under what's crossing you, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got reacting to criticism by reflecting, which is under the blame shifting card. And for our witchy card, we've got you might be a witch if you're brave and not afraid of the truth. All right. So for your next card, for your recent past, we've got the Queen of Wands reversed, and we've got toxic personality traits. And we also have our witch card being creative urges. You might be a witch if you have creative urges. Okay. And for your immediate future, like I said, we've got the Four of Wands reversed. We've got somebody who's dealing with a lot of entitlement and possibly a bully. And I want to thank Dr. Romani for that card and that inspiration, as well as Dr. Who did this one? Dr. Grande for the toxic personality traits. Okay, so for your immediate future, when you're dealing with this, let's see, it says you might be a witch if you have introversion. It says you need to declutter your emotions. All right, and for your final outcome, we've got the King of Wands, which is basically a father figure or someone who is watching out for you like your father would. And we also have a critical narcissist. Now, this could very well be the same person because many fathers are going to criticize you. But try not to take it personally, especially if they're just watching out for you, okay? That's what parents do, you know? And for your final outcome, for your witch card, we've got Shadow Element of Oblivion, okay? So your shadow elements are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and your shadow self is basically whatever it is that's holding you back. And then you might have something that's really, really, keeping you from moving forward in life. And whatever that is, there's several different tests that you can take online about your shadow self that will help you to discover what is holding you back. And it may not be what you think it is, okay? So I encourage you to get in touch with your shadow self. If you don't know what that is, it's definitely what's holding you back, okay? And when you first see it and you're like, what? This is not me. Just know that your subconscious mind is never what you seem to think it is. All right. So be sure to keep an open mind when doing that deeper, darker research for your soul. Okay. Alrighty, Virgos. Well, it has been nice talking to you. You have a great day and a great weekend. And please be sure to leave me a comment and let me know if this indeed resonates with you. Good night.